part of it is that, like, if you find yourself here,
Right.
we don't need to sell you anything.
Right.
You're coming in here because you've already done some research.
Okay.
And you've looked up this and you've looked up that,
Okay.
and you've found that we are where you want to be.
Right. Okay.
And so we don't have to sell you a tattoo. What we're going to do is talk you out of a bad idea,
Okay.
or talk you into a better idea.
Okay.
You know, but we're going to take what you have and we're just going to embellish upon that.
Okay.
It's not. We're not gonna. Okay, you know, you've come in and we're going to sell you a whatever. It's not, you know, you already know what you're looking for when you walk in. So,
Okay.
so we're gonna try to get you the best tattoo possible.
Okay.
And then, you know, sometimes we get people that come in that don't really have an idea, and you got to work with them to get, you know, to move towards what they're looking for. But it's, again, like if you're walking in here, you already know you want a tattoo. You know basically what you want. It's the only other time would be like if somebody comes in for a cover up or something. You don't always know what's gonna cover it or what's gonna fit, you know, to make it work. And so sometimes you have to change ideas and things like that to make the cover up work. But it's not. You know, it's a growth process. You know, I think that the best tattoos are gotten through communication. I mean, it's to me, tattoos are all about connection. You know, so you have to sit down with somebody and get an idea of, all right, yeah, okay, I want this thing, but how do we want to do it? And what are we trying to say? And where are we trying to get? And that's where you get, you know, tattoos that are really great. You know, because in 20 years, that tattoo's not going to look all that great. None of them are. You know, skin changes and people age and ink ages and so on and so forth. And so what you're left with is the connection. You know, so that's, I think, more important than the tattoo itself. So you gotta kind of talk people into, like, where are they trying to be. That's not to say you can't just get tattooed because they're cool. Like, if you sit down and you get a tattoo, you and I have a connection, right? I've just put something on you permanently. Right? Put my artwork on you permanently, right? And that artwork is hopefully something that, you know, you and I have discussed enough that you feel like it really is meaningful to you, or it really connects with what you're trying to say, or it embodies your thinking or whatever. And so that's that connection, right? And then there's the connection that you make with people who now see your tattoo. You go out into public and you've just created relationships, you know, because people will look at it and they'll go, oh man, that's really great. Where'd you get that? Or, you know, whatever. And so that creates connections. And so 20 years down the road, your tattoo may not look exactly like it did when you walked out of the tattoo shop, but you've had this really great journey with it. You know, it's told this story. It's taken on a story of its own. It's taken on a life of its own. And so that's, you know, and that's what I mean by connection. You know, it's tattooing is the most intimate thing that you can do. I think, you know, it's permanent, man. You know, and it's you and me sitting right here, and you know, it's painful and it's visceral and it's, you know, it's a rite of passage, and so that's, you know, there's a connection there, and you know, hopefully it's a good connection, and you carry that on for years and years to come. You know, I have customers that I've been tattooing for 16, 17 years. I have customers that I've tattooed them and their kids and now their grandkids, and they won't go anywhere else, and they won't, you know, they only want to come here because it's or to me, because we've had that connection, and they pass that on to their kids, and they pass that on to their grandkids, and it's just based in, we'll sit down and talk to you and actually figure it out. It's there's a lot of places that'll just take your money and send you out the door, and they don't care about what you're getting or whatnot. And that's not to say that I need the story behind every tattoo that anybody ever got, but it creates this kind of perpetual thing. It goes on. It takes on a life of its own. It goes out into public, and it gets seen. And I was gonna say it's like your favorite restaurant, right? Or not even your favorite restaurant, your grandmother's favorite restaurant. And she took your parents there, and your parents took you there, and everybody knows who you are because you're so-and-so's grandson or so-and-so's granddaughter, and you end up there because of that connection. Connections, man, they're really cool, aren't they? But it's all about, it's that, yeah, or like an old car. It was my dad's car, and he gave it to me, and I restored it, and then, or your favorite meal, or you want to share that with everybody. You go down the street and get a really good hamburger. You're going to tell everybody where you got it. You're going to tell everybody how good it was. Every time you tell that story, the story's going to change a little bit, but it's still, man, that's the best burger I ever had. And then you're going to take your friends there, and they're going to take their friends there. And that's what we're looking for here is, we want to give you a really good tattoo. And, we always tell people, like, I don't want to, take your money today. Like, I don't want all your money today. I want a little bit of your money today. Right? So we're not going to jack the price up on you or anything like that. We want to just give you a good, clean tattoo at a good, fair price, and then you'll come back. And if you get a really good tattoo at a fair price, you're going to tell your friends about it, and they're going to tell their friends about it because they're going to come in. And so I don't want to just tattoo you. I want to tattoo you and your girlfriend and your buddy and his buddy and her girlfriend and that guy's mom and this guy's, and it's perpetual. It just goes on. It's a never-ending cycle, we hope. I don't want to go anywhere. I like it here. So. Good. Good.